I have a new favorite here, made by Hoover. It is a hard floor cleaner, and in this video I'll tell you about it. I like this cleaner. It's really nice. It's much like a carpet cleaner. On one side into a tank, clean water goes with detergent, and on the other side the dirty water is collected, and it really, as it says, does the scrubbing for you. Not that there is anything wrong with mopping, but this one cleans the floor with spin brushes. There it says spin scrub and hard floor cleaner. It doesn't have a model number or anything else, and how it's better than mopping is that it actually scrubs the floor a little bit. Maybe I shouldn't say scrub with the with you know, parquet flooring that's been waxed and everything, but it does clean the floor with these spin brushes. So I'm going to tell you about it. I like this machine. This is where the action happens with these spin brushes. There are two kinds, green with white bristles and green with gray bristles. This gray is coarse and the white one is soft. I'm going to need two hands to take it apart, so I'm going to put you back on the tripod here. Thereabouts. The front is where the water is being displaced through this square opening here. You can see the water going out and being sucked back up. Well, it's actually, this is for collecting water to be exact. And the front is like a squeegee, very soft rubber, very nicely made. And the machine otherwise is also very quiet. Let me just switch it on for you. It's not whisper quiet, but it's pretty quiet. I like it. I like it. So this spin brush releases like so, and is driven by this hexagonal drive shaft there, and these just spin and scrub the floor for you. And yeah, with mopping you need a lot of water, and it's not evenly displaced on the floor, whereas with this one it's pretty evenly displaced, and you only need fairly little water to cover a relatively large area of floor, and it really dries the floor for you. Whereas with mopping, drying is dependent on how well you squeeze out the mop, so it's always iffy with mopping. But this one is a measured amount of water gets displaced and it gets sucked back up, so you're not rotting your wooden floor. Okay, these containers just detach with these big green latches like so. This is for the clean, and this is for the dirty. Super straightforward. I'm gonna start with the clean. This is where the detergent, not detergent, what's this? It's a hard floor cleaning solution. This is where this goes in. It's a measuring cap. It does say measuring cap on it. And you fill it, you put some cleaner into it, and I fill it up with hot water, just from whatever comes out of the tap. It has a fill line to it. Don't overfill. On the top of the container there's a little hole there, so if you ever shake it, don't, because it will the bubbles will come out and everything, and it's gonna spill through that little opening as well. It's a little hole, so when the water level drops, it can drop without creating a vacuum. Okay, you get the idea. So that's what that little thing is, and this is just the latch. Super straightforward on this side. At the bottom there is a valve that moves up. Okay, it started to fog up. There's a valve, and that valve is going is being depressed by the base of the machine there. Let me just put it there. And so the clean side is this, where that pin in the base can take the clean water out, and it makes its way somehow here. There's lots of plastics here. It's gonna be dispensed neatly, and it's being sucked up through the squeegee front, through that square opening there, through that square opening there, and all the way to the top of the machine, because this tank for the dirty water gets filled in from the top. It has, other than this biggie latch on it, it's got this one here and another little latch on the other side, like so, and that's the dirty water. And this one is a flap valve for overfill. You know, it shuts off any incoming, the rising level of water shuts off anything else incoming, so it's a shut off valve. I don't know how that foam can get cleaned. I'm seeing 4 screws there. Probably it does come out, and you can clean that little sponge there. It's a little bit dirty, but so that's the top of the dirty container, and that's just dirty water with nothing at the bottom of the tank other than dirty water. And as for operation, fairly straightforward, on and off, and it's got this big green knob on it. It says, it's hard to read, but it says wash and dry. So when you want to wash your floor, just set it to wash. When you're ready to dry it, just dry it, you know. On the handle, it's got a big release button here. There, I don't know if you can see release, but it does say release. And then the rest of the handle just tilts back, maybe storing or whatever in this position. What it also reveals, that higher up the handle you've got either a trigger switch here or another one that slides forward, and this one says clean boost. Okay, what happens here is that it moves a push rod there, either with that lever or with this one. Now where it says clean boost, it extends that rod, that push rod, further out. So in order to wash it, you have to squeeze either this trigger or this one, either the trigger or the other one, and how much water is being dispensed is dependent on how far that rod extends. So it either can come out this much or that much more. Alright, so that's how the tank and everything latches together and goes together. I really like this machine. It sure beats mopping and bucketing and maybe spilling and whatever, and then the floor with mopping would be wet for hours or whatever lengthy amount of time. With this one, everything is neat and clean and tidy. I like this machine.